Do not let your style go when it's this cold. It's been a while since I've talked to you on the camera. It's really weird because I feel like I've been doing more like vlogs and stuff like that, which you lot seem to like as well, and I love doing those. So, but I thought I would kick off the new year. By the way, Happy New Year, everybody, by doing a good old video on, you know, like things that I think are really good for the winter season. I think January and February, at least in New York, are some of the most coldest times of the year, and you really start to get your wear out of your winter pieces. I feel like January is no excuse to necessarily have to buy anything full price from the winter season, because retailers are thinking ahead. They're thinking of spring already. So they're starting to already go into clearance modes. What is worth getting still during the sales for the winter, but really things that are going to really make your wardrobe look so much better, and just giving you some tips along the way. Nailing winter style, but you don't always have to spend a fortune. That's one of the things I always try and show you throughout my channel, whether it's my style, whether it's other people's style that I show you once a month. It's just showing you that you can have an amazing eye, and it's never about the money you're spending. So, as always, I am still, and this is, if this is not year 2, this is probably year 3, which is absolutely amazing to say that. Is it really year 3? Shop Tagger. This is in collaboration with them, because every January, at least I've so far, you know, January, sort of Black Friday-ish, I always talk about them because they are still the app that they are the app that I use. A lot of you already know about the app, but for those of you who still have no idea, like, what the heck is she talking about? Shop Tagger is a shopping app. It is basically the app that tells you when things go on sale that you've been looking at, when things come back into stock that you've been looking at. It also lets you know if there's any coupons that can be applied to it when you're checking out. Coupons that you didn't even know were there. It finds them for you, adds them, and then you can check out. Anyway, it's really, really good, and I sort of use it now as my lens when I'm shopping to buy things. I just go through the Shop Tagger app just in case there's a sale or a discount that I've missed and I don't know about. So anyway, I'll quickly show you again how the app works. I say again because I talk about this app consistently throughout the year on my channel, because you can use it year round. Anyway, this is how it works. So this is Shop Tagger, what it looks like. Now, first thing you'll do is get the button. This allows you to actually shop on any website that you like that they cover, which is practically everything. You click get the button, and then you see where it says add to Chrome. So you just click this button here, and then you click add extension as shown, and then once you've got add to Chrome, you just add it right up here. See where the button is? This has automatically appeared on my bar, I don't know what you call that, right there. And so these are the items I currently have in stock. These are the things that I'm looking at rather on my Shop Tagger page. A lot of winter stuff, jackets, a couple of dresses. So you can just see, you know, the kind of things that I'm sort of got my eye on. So to go to the Shop Tag, so go to say a website like Shopbop. See this blouse, say I like this blouse, for example, and I'm thinking I want to get it. And then you just save it, because you want to know, is it going to go on sale? So you add the size that you want to know any price change, and then that's it. The product has now just been saved. And there it is. It's appeared on my Shop Tagger list, and Shop Tagger will let me know if the item goes on sale, and yeah, it'll just notify me. And let's look at another example. This is what I really like it for as well. Say I'm looking at these sneakers. I want them in the size 41. See how Shop Tagger appears on the side automatically once you've done get the button. So I want to check out, right? Say I want to get these. First, I want to see, are there any coupons? So Shop Tagger is going to let me know, are there any coupons that can be applied, or any discounts that can be applied? So you just click where it says, I feel lucky, and it just scours the internet, basically looking for any discounts that can be applied. And there you go, it found one. 15% off of these sneakers if I was to buy them. So instead of paying the price up here, this is the discount that I get. It automatically applies it at checkout. See, the code is there. And that's it. you can just check out. So I would have got those for the instant discount. And also you can look within the app and you can see all the other stores that are alphabetically listed. So that's really how I've been using it. And also you can share your list with friends as well, so they can see what you've got your eye on. I was looking at this. See, it's how it says it's sold out. But it will let you know when these sold out items are going to come back. So it will send me an email, or like I said, if you've got the mobile app, it will send you a notification. I've already started using it for this sale time because trousers, like I said, I've been looking at them. I just like that look, you know, of wearing like just trousers instead, like tailored cropped trousers with all my ankle width. Oh God, I love that. Anyway, it's just been a win-win for me. So I'm really glad. I'm really chuffed to be using it. I think this is year 3. God, that's really, wow. I didn't think I would use an app as long as that. But anyway, there you go. Just goes to show, if it works, it works. That's the bottom line. I'll leave the link for you below if you want to download the app yourself. Give it a try. Let me know how you get on. All right, so I'm going to show you the rest of the things for the season that I think are worth getting. Most of these are on a budget. I may throw in a couple of things that are full price, but generally speaking, a lot of these things are either on sale or they're just, you know, relatively inexpensive price. So anyway, let's just get stuck in. This is by Rixo. So it's you know, it's linked below. Again, that rhymes. One of the things I will definitely say that you can try, I mean, all these things are taken with a grain of salt. You know, this is just my thoughts, my opinions, but sod it. What am I trying to like justify? No, these are good. Pops of color. Definitely trying it for this winter. Winter, like I said, we're kind of getting into, it's in New York. We're kind of like into the heart of it, where it's going to get really cold in January. We're probably going to start to get our first snow dump is usually in January. February, yeah, we've had at least a couple of dumps by then. God, that sounds really, I should change that word dump to something else. One of the takeaways I have gotten from just walking around the streets is introducing an accent, a color. It could be as simple as that, right? My lipstick, but it's something that it instantly adds, like, it just adds that pop. And it's an accessory. It doesn't even have to be, oh, hold on, look. For example, right? This is a white bag. Look how that pops against this. But it's the pop, right? It's how it just stands out, because that doesn't pop really. I mean, it just doesn't do anything. To be like an absolute contrast. And one of the easiest way to do that is in a hat, like beanie hats. I've seen a lot of New York this winter so far wearing those. And as I've said before, it really does help just to add something instantly to their outfit, and your eye just draws immediately, right? Your eye goes to the hat and it kind of takes it all into consideration. So I love that. It's such an easy way to make an outfit look different in such an inexpensive way as well. And there's so many, I mean, beanie hats, for goodness sakes. I mean, you could get that at every single price point. I think the same applies to even fedora hats. If you're into brimmed hats, I think that looks amazing in like popped colors, anything that's not black, right? So just pick the opposite, unless you're going for that cool sort of black and white monochrome look, which looks amazing. That is what I mean. It just looks so good, and the pop of color is probably one of the easiest ways to do it. Now, a jacket that has a built-in pop to it, this jacket, it's on the screen. I'm looking at it on the monitor here. And it's on sale. It just looks really, I think that orange really works. Now, I don't normally gravitate to stuff, but it's the treatment of that pop. I think it looks really, really good, doesn't it? Shearling. It's really nice. Anyway, that fits perfectly into this category, so I like it. I recommend it, obviously. And sticking with coats, I mean, it's an obvious one, but there are so many coats currently that are out on sale. I'm going to put some of my favorites on the screen. One, for example, is one from Etsy. If you're into the whole, what I call the Penny Lane coat, made famous by Kate Hudson from the movie, I love coats like that, and I already have one like it. But there are a plethora of them on Etsy and sites like eBay as well. And because of those sites, you get them for a less expensive price than, say, if you went for, I think there's one by Sack Spots. I'll insert pictures, you can see. But that one is, oh, it's gorgeous. but the price isn't. You can get that kind of 70s retro Penny Lane vibe for a little less, and I think it's, well, for a lot less actually. It says to people that, you know what, sod it, I know it's cold out, but I'm gonna rock it. I'm gonna wear something that looks really good, and I know I'm gonna stand out from the crowd. And you know it. You know it. I know when I wear a coat like that, I know I'm not going to see anyone all day wearing that. I just know it. And you should as well, because it's just not going to happen. Also, teddy coats, if you are into them, I mean, they are everywhere. I love teddy coats. I think they're the best. A coat like this one's from H&M. It's about 3 years old now. These kind of coats, they're not going anywhere. They're just not. You know what I'm going to do, right, don't you? This coat, this category is legit. Somebody has sent me a message on Instagram stories, and she said to me, like a DM, and she said to me, oh, you know, are teddy coats in this season? And I said, that moment when you catch your reflection. I said to her, look, they're not going anywhere. Teddy coats will for always and forever be in. They just will. Because they look so, oh God, look at that coziness. I can't believe this wasn't invented sooner, because this hasn't been around for like centuries, like obviously not centuries. Oh, they're a legit category. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It goes with trousers, it goes with jeans. You know, it's just one of those pieces that just like a throw-on piece, and it's like you're walking down the street wearing a blanket. And whenever I see anyone wearing teddy coats, I always sort of stop and look and go, oh, I like that one. I like that one. Speaking of inexpensive, H&M has one and it's currently on sale. It comes in olive, and it also comes in like this neutral sort of tan color like mine. So I saw that, and I've seen it in real life as well, and it looks really pretty. It looks lush in person, and I've actually tried it on as well. So, you know, if you've not had the chance to do that like I have, I'm just letting you know. So if you're considering getting it, I would recommend it. And it's on sale. Now, in terms of puffer coats, for example, another category that is not going anywhere. I mean, why would it? It's such a warm, functional coat. But there are so many iterations of the puffer coat. I have the Missy Elliott massive one, the meme from Aritzia. I'll show you on the screen here so you can see it. I know that a lot of you do not like it, but you know, that shouldn't be my first reaction. My first reaction actually was, a lot of people are not going to like this, but I don't give a... You know what I mean? Because I've always believed that, you know, you dress for yourself and that's all that matters. I tell you, I don't know what it is about New York, but New Yorkers love this bloody puffer coat. There is not a day that I don't wear it that somebody doesn't compliment me. Men and women, they both love this puffer coat. But yeah, it's great. Somebody said it reminds them of the Volkswagen Beetle. And you know what? I actually agree with you. I see exactly what you mean. But anyway, I love it. And to quickly answer the questions, when I sit down, it does take up 2 seats. So I sort of have to go like that at the bottom of it. It takes me about 10 seconds to actually touch the seat of the chair, because I'm slowly like deflating while I'm sitting on it. It's almost like, you know, when you... It's almost like I've jumped onto a cloud and it's slowly deflating because of the weight of me. But it is fantastic for me. But puffer coats, sorry, I'm digressing. You can get so many different puffer coats now at so many different flipping price points. I'm going to show you again on the screen a bunch that I saw online that I thought were fantastic. I love the metallic ones. I remember I told you from last week's video what everyone's wearing in New York at the moment. I showed you the metallics because I've been seeing a lot of those. I like the metallic. Even on my Instagram, I showed one from Shopbop, has a metallic blue. That puffer coat is gorgeous. In person, it's even nicer than it looks like I'm showing you on the screen. So if you're considering investing in a puffer coat, because I'm not sure if that particular, it's a jacket really, is on sale, then definitely add it to the Shop Tiger app for sure, so you can get notified if it does have a price change. But that is gorgeous in person. Michael loved it actually when he's downstairs, but he loved that jacket. In fact, he said he wanted it for himself, which I was a bit surprised about because I didn't think he would be into like metallic puffer jackets. Very luxe in person, and it looks luxe in person. That is beautiful. I know it comes in different hues, but I think the point I'm trying to make is that jackets, puffer coats, they come in all different lengths if you want a really long one or a short one, or you want both, right? Because I think you can wear them in completely different ways. And in terms of touching on how to wear them, I personally think that puffer coats, because their nature is to be like this and quite sort of big, wear something that's quite slim underneath it. Another look is tonals. Definitely try tone on tone. Hang on, I've got, is it up here? Yes, it is up here. For example, you see, I mean, it could have been this one, this coat, the teddy, but I'm going to show, oh, what's falling? But I'm going to show the camel, the camel coat. The camel is back. For those of you who are wondering, why is there a camel emoji? I'm actually not going to say anymore. I want long-time OG subscribers. If anybody puts a comment below who's new to my channel and writes, why is Karen showing a camel every time she shows this coat? I'll let you explain to them why. Tone on tone look. Look how chic that looks together with a similar coloured pole in it. How chic is that? I mean, you can't even see what I would wear with it, right? But you could actually, classes in session. What would you wear with this? So obviously I haven't got anything teamed with it. But if I was going for a tonal look where everything's kind of similar, what would I go with? If I wore this, right, this coat, I put this polo neck on in this gorgeous tone. God, this looks so good. This is what I think expensive looks like, but on a budget. This is a menswear camel coat I found thrifted. You know what, sod it, I'll put the video below. This was, I can't remember. Oh, this was a collaboration with Brooks Brothers. But you can find stuff like this anywhere. So the idea, when you put these together, it just looks so expensive. Another thing I'm going to suggest to you is mixing prints. I know this is one of those things, that's my jam. You lot know, Karen loves mixing prints. Now, I know I got two prints here, right? But you know, sod it. I'm going to see. Because I like the clash. I love that. I love the clash. They don't have to go together to go together. This with this. This is the Isabel Marant coat that's like a shirt. So this, I quite like the idea. And I just put my boots on, but then to tie it together, hold on, because I've got red on my lips and red in the dress as well. See, I quite like that. And just wear tall boots. That's it! And then I'm just walking down the road wearing this. I love this together. What boots? What boots? What do you reckon? What boots? Hold on, wait, look. I could wear like, you know, I could just wear like these tall, the combat, you know, the ZARA boots. So I picked something that's darker because this is light. And then I went with the red because I've got the red in the dress and in the mouth as well. In the mouth. God, really, Karen? I don't know if I'd go with this one. Actually, I kind of like this too. No, I would. But if I did do this, I probably wouldn't wear this dress. Doesn't that look good, right? It just, look, it does. I love that together. See? Mixing prints. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. If you haven't done it yet, get cracking. What are you waiting for? I'll show you some examples of going on the screen in terms of like to add into your wardrobe. Think about clashing them, right? They don't have to go together. Remember that. So anyway, love, love, love. Silhouettes and proportions. Now this sort of harkens back to what I said about the puffer jacket and how I was touching on it already, but I'll just sort of elaborate a little bit more. Silhouettes and proportions, it really is just about looking at shapes during this time of the year. If you're looking to still buy things in during the sales, you want to look for things, in my opinion, that are the yin and yang of each other. So if it's a bigger size coat, like I said with the puffer, go with something slimmer and skinny here. So it's really about seeing things in shapes, and I really hope that that alone sort of gives you a guidance overall, regardless of color and pattern, about shapes. And I think that people who are into minimalist styles, they get it. They understand about proportion, and they understand about silhouettes very, very well, because I find that when you have a very minimalist style, your eye is actually is attracted to the proportion of how everything looks together, and that is why it appeals and why it looks so good. So it's just something to think about. Silhouettes, proportion, keep that in mind for this particular time of the year. Like I said, things are now discounted heavily, so there's a ton of options that you can get to try any of these ideas I'm telling you. Boots. What can we say about boots? I mean, this is the month where you're gonna kill it in finding any kind of cool boot that you're after. Again, I'll put on the screen some that I've loved. Obviously, you've seen that I've really been into the chunky boot. It's just the thing that I've loved really a lot. I picked these ones up from the ZARA sales. I love them. They got such, was it Baguette Veneta? Yeah, sort of vibe to that. And I love just the whole silhouette of these. I mean, obviously, you know how I feel about boots. That skinny shaft there and that little tab at the back. Anyway, I found these on the ZARA sale, I think last week. It was so funny, 10 o'clock, 10:03, I'd already checked out on these. But I think they went down to like 99 from 199. They're currently not showing on the website anymore, but I'm gonna pat myself in advance. A lot of you had asked me on my Instagram, you know, I want to get these, I can't find them, they're not on the site anymore, where did you see them on the site? I don't see them there anymore. You know, so a lot of you are still after these particular boots. Now, I've noticed that sellers from Spain, I don't know what the heck is going on over there, but they're stocking up on hard to find pieces that we can't find anywhere else outside of Spain. I'm going to link it for you below. These are available, at least at the time of posting this video, in every single size on eBay, on the links I'm showing you below. And I'm looking at it. Both of them say 41 on the sole, but when I bought them, the tag or the listing said size 10. Tag me on Instagram, hashtag Karen made me do it, if you end up getting these, because I think they're fantastic. They're lightweight and they're just, these are brilliant. Sticking with coats, I found this one from Ganni. Now, this is gorgeous. I've seen this coat in person at the Ganni shop in Soho. It's stunning. It's so thick and looks like the most quality coat you'll find. I put it on Instagram stories and I said, you know, if anyone's interested, this coat is half price at Ganni, at their shop in Soho, but it's also online as well, so I'll show you here. I would highly recommend, because I've seen it in person. Got a coat also. This is a camel coat from Matches Fashion, Catherine Hamnet, London. Obviously, this is a designer piece, but it's also on sale, so another one to consider going after if you're looking for something in a little bit of a higher price point, but you still want a deal for this season. That style coat is an investment. It's not going anywhere. That kind of vibe of that kind of boho hippie thing. And I remember I showed you in last week's video. Do you remember that girl, the one where my camera stopped and I didn't record her, but I had a photo of her? That look was so cool. I just loved everything together. I thought it really worked well, and I thought I would help to recreate that look. Like I said, the hat is from ASOS, I'll link it below, but her jacket was so cute, wasn't it? It just worked well together. They played off of each other. I found this one on Etsy, and to me it has a very similar, I don't know, it has a similar vibe somehow. It reads similarly to her particular one. Never underestimate the power of a good scarf. They just, I don't know, they just really, they change a look, right? You can put a coat on and then you suddenly put a contrasting scarf and it just suddenly just, that's what it does. It changes it just alters the look of that coat instantly. And all you did was just fling on a piece of cloth. But that's the power of a good accessory. They will do that. So definitely something to consider during the season. A good scarf. Maybe you've got some scarves, but they're kind of like old, tired. They don't really elevate. Maybe they're black. Or this is quite interesting. I am the opposite to a lot of you. I actually have a lot of bright things. You notice that. I actually need a black scarf, and I mentioned that in another video, but I do. I don't have a black one, I keep losing them. But I personally need a black scarf. It doesn't have to be patterned or printed like those either. It's just a solid contrasting colour. And if you're thinking, well, like what colour? Look at your wardrobe. What kind of colours are your coats predominantly, right? And then go to the opposite end of the colour spectrum wheel-wise to pick a colour that contrasts but still works with it, because they don't go together, remember, but they do. So I hope those sort of things help you. Oh, last thing I wanted to mention is get your ass to Uniqlo and stock up on Heat Tech. This is their leggings, and the inside of it, oh God, it feels great. You can layer these underneath your jeans, you know, then you put these on, and then you put your boot on underneath. This is get yourself Heat Tech. January, and like I said, January and February is the time when it is going to get cold. This is where you really get to test your style and holding on to your style. Do not let your style go when it's this cold. I'm warning you. I'm warning you lot, okay? If I could imagine Karen is there with you, all right? And when you're getting dressed, do not let me down. Do not revert to wearing the same old because it's colder. That's no excuse. There's too much good stuff out there, especially at the moment on sale or just at a less expensive price point. Just use the app like I told you before, Shop Tagger from the beginning. It will just let you know if the item does go on sale, or if it was on sale already and you missed out on your size, it will let you know when your size comes back in. Do not get lazy. There's no need. There is not now. There's just don't do it. If you're not feeling good, you're not feeling in a good frame of mind. I actually feel like I've got a cold coming on right now, but I'm not going to let that affect the way I dress, you know, because clothing is also a mood booster. You know, it does help you mentally. It honestly does help you mentally when you wear brighter colors, when you feel like, you know, you're about to step out and it's cold out, and when you're like, yeah, this looks good. Yeah, I did good. Thanks, I did good. You know what? Do it. It works. It just works. Anyway, I'm done. As I always say, thank you, by the way, for all the comments on last week's video on what everyone's wearing in New York, episode 7. I read all of them. Every single comment I look at, and I read them all. I don't have the ability to answer all of them, and I have no intention of stopping doing the series. So I know some of you said, no, please don't stop, keep doing the series. I am. It's not going anywhere. I love it. I love talking to people, and especially just during January and February when it's getting colder and colder and colder. You know, this is where I really get to sort of see what people are wearing, why they wear it, just tips, you know, tips for me and for you, because they inspire me. When I talk to them, I get ideas on, oh yeah, I would never have thought of putting that with that. Like the guy who had the bright orange coat with the leopard. You know what I mean? Like, that inspires me, and it inspires you as well. So it's just, fashion is more than just the superficial. It goes deeper than that. And I always want you to realize that and think about that on this channel. Have a brilliant weekend, and I will see you next week, Friday. Give this video a thumbs up though if you do get some ideas and you are sort of sparked to think like, oh yeah, okay, I'll give that a try. Just so I have an idea if you do get some help with these tips. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That helps a lot. I love when you lot it helps to make me feel like we've got like an official community. What's that? It's like a donut. Obviously I'm hungry. Official community going on YouTube, and it's brilliant to have you like join. So between now and then you can follow me on my Instagram to see what I'm doing, what I'm getting up to. But that is it. Happy New Year, my loves. May this be a fantastic year, 2020. It's a new decade. Let's make this this is the year. This is our year. Like I said in my stories, I don't feel like I have followers. I feel like I just have friends I haven't met yet. And I honestly, I know I'm just talking to a camera, but I know through the lens that a lot of you are looking at me. And I honestly feel like I just have a whole bunch of friends who I've just not met yet. And you get me. You honestly do. I know where I'm going with this crap, but I'm going to go now. I will see you later. And have a good weekend.